Hold up, guys. Sorry. I was trying to get the stream going, but it was having issues. Because I don't know if anybody was paying attention to Discord or not, but my SSD died with the OS on it. But we're back. We got a new SSD, although the other one is starting to die. Load. I double clicked. I hope it's loading. But anyways, welcome back, guys, to Winds of Change. It's been a while. Hot minute. A few weeks. The other one is starting to die. Load. I double clicked. I hope it's loading. Okay, sorry. Had to make sure it was working. I was a Brendan. That's right. I remember. Let's pop out chat. Sorry. This computer... I reinstalled everything, and it's still still not even a computer. Half of my, YouTube thumbnails are gone, but, oh well. C'est la vie. Now, let's get back to this game, of which it doesn't appear that there's any noise. I never water this plant anymore, but it's still alive. Allegedly, plant life is a container for spiritual energy. It's odd because in that case, plants are immortal. Interesting. What am I supposed to be doing? I don't even remember. I just remember we had a prophecy about stuff going on and then suddenly, poof, I wake up after a nightmare. I was up to Beast. So this game is called Winds of Change. Anir bought it for me. And, it's a really cool game. I really think it's cool. I don't know how to turn dark mode on. I'm just sitting here with, bright white light shining on my eyes. Pillows. I was supposed to gather bags of grain for Milas. Valinor is self-sustaining, and we take turns harvesting. But I think I have something more important to talk to him about. Everybody going to die? Wash your dishes, dude. My cooking space is so messy, it's embarrassing. I'm glad Fortame didn't stay and visit. It would have been lecture after lecture. Am I supposed to be looking for clothes? Back to bed? I really wish I could just hop back into bed. But I guess I have responsibilities and stuff. I shouldn't keep Milas in the dark for much longer. Book? It's a book on the true reach of the spirits. A very divisive topic, and one that's always debated.
The true reach of spirits.
Oh, it'll read to me.
It is a widely held belief that plant life is a container for spiritual energy. Because this energy is so pure, residents of forested areas tend to lead a happier and more fulfilling life.
Oh!
While many are frightened at the ability for the spirits to influence our mood, they have yet to do so in a negative fashion. To this end, many people actively seek out homes in areas surrounded by nature and this positive energy. Whether negative or positive, being influenced with unknown intent is concerning to many people. It seems to be tolerated simply because the power helps in a beneficial way. What if the realm of spirits were to lash out and make us aggressive or worse? What if they are conditioning our minds to slowly bend to their will? At that point, they could make us do any manner of bidding. This is the thought that also keeps many away from such areas of Alestia. But as there are numerous large cities, finding a home that suits your belief is far from impossible. Many ask the Triumvirate to speak on this, but they remain ever silent on the matter. Is it possible that not even our rulers know the true nature of the spirits and their reach? August Veyer.
Wings of change, you grow wings after a while they change? Lol. I have no idea. So I need to find 3 books. There's a book over there. One of my books on the creation of Alestia. August Veyer is one of the most famous scholars in the world. I tried to collect some of his works, but he wrote so much.
On Alestia's creation. There are many theories on when Alestia came into existence. None have any foolproof evidence and are merely based on personal belief and the conviction of the individual. The most popular, however, is the belief that the Triumvirate created our world. This theory is strengthened by the fact that no history or records of history exist prior to their rule. Therefore, the passage of time on our world is measured by how many years have passed since the first recording of known history, the Triumvirate's arrival. But, as the lack of evidence cannot be considered evidence itself, this is a topic of hot debate. The answer does not seem to be within our reach, and many scholars who dedicated their lives to this knowledge have since given up and moved on. As everyone on Alestia lives in a relative peace, these pursuits are considered a waste of time. If the Triumvirate truly did create our world, then we must thank them, for they are very generous and righteous gods. Perhaps one day, though, we will know the truth. Algus Veyer.
Someday. Is that a book up there? Stab, stab. I got a low sword. It's a book right here. What's my favorite game? My favorite game... There's a couple different games that I think are really cool. Skyrim. Skyrim's a really good game. I definitely appreciate that game. And then there's also Undertale. I love Undertale for the story it tells. Last time Fortain came over, he left his journal. Of course, he has nothing to hide, and he's always open. I often benefit from his writings. He's smarter than he lets on.
On Scribes and Visions. The Scribe of Valenorth is a very important position.
What, it's not going to have Fortain
One
reading
not
it?
to be taken lightly.
It's his journal.
Tasked with hearing and interpreting the visions of the seer or seeress, they bear a large mental burden. The spirits have their own language, and many visions are cryptic in nature. Though visions have become more clear over time, they started out as a mess of metaphors and confusion. It's almost as if, over many years, the realm of spirits has found ways to communicate more efficiently. This is interesting for many reasons. We must wonder if the realm of spirits is a physical entity, capable of growing and learning. There is no real explanation for this growing level of clarity in communication. It is widely believed that the realm of spirits hosts the souls of those who have left our world, but nobody has ever actually communicated with the dead or seen a long-lost loved one. Instead, these spirits grant visions of the future to those capable of witnessing them. Almost like a warning, they've helped keep Valenorth safe, and Alestia by extension. Either way, because the visions have become more straightforward, the scribe is more of a ceremonial position. Rather than carrying any real weight, it is just an attempt to convey Valenorth's
3 people are watching. Now that you said that, now we only have 2.
Valenorth is given the scribe
Somebody left.
protege, someone to take over if the worst should happen.
What's everybody else's
For this
favorite
reason,
game?
I study valiantly under Valessa. Fortem.
Fortem? I thought it was Fortain. Fortem? I think that's everything. This character's not in your party. Where is he? He's hiding. It looks like a hedgehog. Is it the wolf dude? It's probably the wolfy dude. They made him a scruffy nerf herder. Wait. Okay. You had to say something, Brendan. You had to. Okay, let's go. I think we just go to use the map. You're about to visit the world map for the first time. Click the question mark in the bottom corner for a tutorial. The story flow and exploration will be explained in more detail. Okay. What? Okay, my house. I'm guessing that's where I need to go. That's the only place. Great Tree, Milus's house, town square, exit. Exit of the town? When I exit my house, I feel a wave of heat overtake me. The sun pierces through the canopy of Valenorth with fierce intensity. Some of the residents use makeshift fans, looking utterly exhausted. Fortem, however, stands there unaffected, with a huge smile on his face.
Wow, I didn't expect you to dress that fancy. I'm a little jealous now. I feel underdressed. You should do my wardrobe next time we go out.
No. You can dress yourself, dude.
Hey, are you okay? You look a little shaken up. Are you nervous about the ceremony?
Yes! That is totally it. I did not just have a horrible nightmare about me dying. And possibly you. And possibly everybody else in the whole town. Yeah. To be honest, he probably died in that prophecy of what, or I guess the vision. The first time forever. No, we're not quoting, what is it called? Frozen. I almost said Ice Age. It's not Ice Age.
Oh, nice see.
I had a bad vision last
You should
night.
find Valessa first. It must have been bad if you're acting like this.
Yes, you died. I died. We all died. For ice cream.
But hold on.
Die.
Just remember the basics.
Cream.
Visions are never foolproof. They're always full of errors. It's like looking at a painting. It's up to interpretation.
Fortame, stop talking.
Who looks at it would walk away with something different.
No, leave. Go away. I want to talk to Valessa.
Visions, I'm just trying to help. Valessa will make sense of everything you saw. I know it. Sometimes visions make mountains out of mud. Whoa, really? Scare me half to death, why don't you?
Yeah, no, it's pretty serious.
Then get Valessa.
Yeah, so hush your face,
We're
boy.
supposed to meet her in the town square.
What?
As bad as you say, you better tell me too. Not as a scribe in training, but as a friend. Got it?
Aggression! I'm sorry, I have to obey the rules. That's neutral. You got it, Fortame. I'll have to play it by ear. So this is the neutral one. So this is flirty, sad, aggression. I have to play it by ear. Neutral it is! A talking cat dog with hair and Goku hair.
I know you.
Yeah.
So whatever you
Well, I mean, I'm not a talking cat dog, but I do have fabulous hair. Oh, him? Wait, oh, okay. It's not really Goku hair. Wait till you see the wolf. The wolf is like... Wait, does the wolf have white hair? The wolf might not have hair. It might just have fur.
Anyway, we should head to the town square. With this vision business, we'll have a busy day. Don't waste too much time, alright?
Okay. Fortame has now permanently joined your party. Crap! I did not want this. I'm kidding. A comrade joining your party also retroactively unlocks... retroactively? Unlocks content. For example, you can bring Fortame to your home and talk to him there. Oh, okay. It is a good idea to form a habit of revisiting previous areas. Okay. So wait, do I have to go home now? I leave my house and now I gotta go home? This is Fortame's house and it's in tip-top condition. Why is there a heart in his window? That's weird. It looks brand new. He must take very good care of it. As I get a closer look, I notice a book left out on his porch. It has his name on the front, so I can only assume it's his own work.
Visions and paintings. A vision from
There's
the
so
past
much
is
stuff.
apparently more like a
That's what he
painting.
says when he's mad.
When a vision is over, a
This
seer or
is
seeress
Goku.
can vividly recall the bigger picture, while smaller elements are lost in translation. For example, if the vision was about the death of a villager, that part would be clear. However, how they died and what reaction each individual villager had to their death would be unclear. Instead of knowing this information, it is more like a gut feeling or a single interpretation of the events. In some cases, it is as if the spirits send us a single picture of an event, and the seer or seeress goes on to act it out in a dream in whatever way they can make sense of it. If at any time there was more than one seer or seeress, it is likely that their interpretations of each vision would be vastly different. But as there is only
Self-reading
one
book
seer or
Illuminati.
seeress at a time, we will never be able to put this to the test. Instead, the scribe discusses...
I wonder
each
who's
vision
reading
in
this,
depth
because it's
with
had
the
me
seer
read
or
everything
seeress,
else.
and they come to
So-
an agreeable interpretation. Oftentimes, the smaller elements are disregarded, and only the bigger picture is given any credence. Using the death as an example, we would only assume a death is coming to Valinor. Digging into why it was going to happen would be impossible. Although, as the spirit's ability to reach out to us and communicate slowly increases over time, we have to wonder if soon these visions will be concrete, and interpretations would become a thing of the past. Fortam.
Isn't that cool to think about, Seer? The spirit.
Oh, that's right. I named myself Mangy Mango. Isn't that cool to think about, Mangy Mango? This is gonna be bad. Mangy Mango.
Stronger every day. It's already gotten
Oh,
to a point
no.
where a scribe is near useless. I have more volumes written on the subject. I'm sure you'll find them. Can you believe how much stronger they've gotten, though? I wrote this book years ago and it's almost outdated. We've been able to witness so much growth in one generation.
The auto doesn't even work. I don't understand. Maybe a voice from above. God, are you reading this to me? You're funny. Okay, wait, so I found the one book. Okay, cool. Well, I'll talk to him. The character's not in your party. Well, who is this character? I don't even know. Is it not Fortame? Also, why is there a house? It's my home. There's not much more to say. I know it's a mess inside, but I'll have to fix that later. Maybe Fortame and I could have a private word inside.
A bit bigger than my house, but mine has more rooms. Which is better, though? More rooms or more space? My interior design books don't really cover that aspect. The master has spoken. I guess
It's all about how you use the space.
Work with what you have. And if you don't have it, someone else surely will.
Yep. Whose house is this? I must be blessed with peaceful neighbors. I've never heard a single peep come from next door. Fortame is loud, but thankfully he lives across the street. With him next door, I'd probably die of sleep deprivation. Really?
Aw, are you thinking about me? I saw the way you looked at me just now. Give it to me straight. What's going on?
You're obnoxiously loud, Fortame.
I'll take that as a compliment.
As a compliment.
The louder you are, the more fun you're having. You'll have to come and join me sometime.
The louder you are, the more fun you're having. It's true. He laughs and turns away from me. There's a hint of a blush on his face, but he covers it up. He's quite reckless in his youth, but isn't almost everyone? Yeah, like, look, dude, my house is here, and their house is, like, clear over there, and his house is clear over there. I can hear him from across the street. Dude, I can barely hear my neighbors who live above me. How loud is this guy? I don't even know. And even there's, like, a whole tree between you two. Like, seriously? The higher up you live, the more you have to pay. Houses up there with great views are way too expensive. Of course, the elder happily lives above everybody else. Thankfully, that's not reflected in the way he treats us. I noticed the streams of water are in full flow today. We siphon off water from falls higher up in the mountains. That's how we fill the water tank each and every day. Each morning, every citizen does a water run, so to speak. These runs are a requirement for everyone in Valenorth. Without them, the tank would overflow and flood our village. I should do mine before it gets too late, actually. One person might not matter, but that's a bad mentality. Interesting. Okay, well, where's the map? Okay, town square. Huzzah. So that was Main Street. Wait. I thought my house was, like, right there. So my house is over here, and I'm out here now, but facing this way? I guess. I don't know. The town square is a serene and beautiful place, like usual. A far cry from how I saw it in last night's vision. Your house looks like a turd. It kind of does. It's a brown house. A far cry from how I saw it in last night's vision. I take a deep breath and relax. We're all safe. For now.
Hey, nice to see you again.
Yeah, hey, Meiji Mango.
Sorry you might be late. Thankfully, we still have time to spare.
She runs up to me and gives me a tight hug. I glance over at Fortame and he appears embarrassed. Why? Does he have a crush on her?
Is this a hint of romance I see? And in public, too? People will start to talk.
Are people not allowed to hug?
Shut it, Fortune! Nobody asked you. I was just excited to see the seer. Remember how special today is?
I don't comment on rumors and speculation. So this is friendly. But this is... So what if there's something between us? I'm just gonna keep it really friendly.
Hey, I'm happy for you too. I was gonna hug you, I swear.
Sure. Then where's my hug?
But I guess there's more important matters at hand.
Oh, another girl with weird hair. Her hair is more Goku than his. Okay, bye. He runs off to the water tank and rests against it. Why do you run? You could just literally just walk over to the water tank. To be honest, I'd probably meander and just look at it. He's definitely out of earshot, so I could talk. So I could talk to Valessa. We need to meet up with Milas so they could hear about my vision. I need a drink.
Ugh. I swear, Fortum can be so insufferable. Be glad you don't work with him as much as I do. He keeps things interesting, to say the least.
Neutral. Hey, don't be so harsh on the guy.
Hey, I'm just joking around. We're best friends. We're supposed to poke fun. Either way, something about this doesn't add up to me. Fortum would never willingly walk away from us. He'd only do that if he's not allowed to listen in. So, correct me if I'm wrong.
A vision!
You had a vision.
She totally knew it.
Oh.
Excuse me.
I knew something was off. You seemed different. I didn't want to bring it up, but now I know why. Should we go to the Grand Tree then? It might be good to discuss this in private. If I tell the villagers, they won't bother us.
No, we need to get to Milas, and fast.
Whoa, you're starting to creep me out, Seer. Involving the Elder? That's very serious.
You're all gonna die. That's why it's serious.
But I trust your judgment. I really do. Let's grab Fortum and head to Miles' place. If it's actually that bad, you should be there with us. Just promise me one thing. Do your best to keep calm. Some of the villagers are already looking your way. If they see you freaking out, they'll freak out too.
I'm not freaking out. Are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out. We're all gonna die. I'm perfectly fine. He's probably gonna die too and get trapped in the sword. Yeah, I'm not freaking out. Valessa has now permanently joined your party. Well, huzzah. I'm not trapped with obnoxious rat cat rabbit boy dude thing. Valessa, like before, new content has been unlocked in old areas. But a new feature, Parallel Chronicles, has also been unlocked. Okay. A brief tutorial on that will follow after this dialogue window. Okay. Parallel Chronicles. The world of Alestia is a living, breathing place. Though the story takes place from your perspective, the large cast of characters is always up to something. In the top left of applicable maps, you can view subplots by clicking a character's mini portrait. These little ones right here. And that weird dude who's like sadistic, kind of. Breakfast! Brendan, you're funny. You can do these in any order, but it is highly recommended that you do them in the order you see them. Like from left to right, I guess, clockwise, or just whichever one is first in line, top or left. So I'm guessing that one and that one? Or that one to that one? I don't know. I don't even know who that is. Who is this? Blue Parallel Chronicle Damek 1? Wow. There's so much stuff. Damek and Ulrich gathered in the town square come morning. The road to Valinor would be long and fraught with danger. But this time, Damek was certain he'd sent the right man.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own? It's not too late to ask for some escorts.
Yes, Damek, stop asking. I'll be fine. And I'm well aware of the dangers. Bringing more people would just put them in harm's way.
Well, forgive me for caring. I just wanted to make sure you're comfortable. If the attack is imminent, you'll have to rush.
I expect it'll take me under a day. I'll arrive in the dead of night or maybe early morning. Seeking out the seer will be the first thing I do.
Mangy Mango. It just keeps coming back.
Fantastic, then things will go perfectly. Make sure to give the rest of the town a heads up. You can all evacuate together. You'll blend right in.
Everyone. Boop. Poof! $2 plus $2 plus 200. Wait. Too many twos.
But remember, you need to stop by Milas and grab the blade.
Brendan, you crazy man.
Otherwise, the Triumvirate will seize it when they attack. If I'm honest, I don't think we stand a chance without it.
I can't believe they're attacking Valenorth. The occupation of Mazeo is still so fresh. Thankfully, they haven't found us yet.
Yet.
Right under their noses, just as we should be. I'm going to meet with the mayor after this, actually. I'll see about fully claiming those underground tunnels. Whatever they were digging for, they've stopped. I think it would make a fine base of operations. Getting the deed shouldn't be too difficult.
Wait, you mean we'll have a new home? No more sleeping on the hard tavern floor?
No, we're gonna sleep in the sewers.
Never again.
No more
It's time
sleep.
we get established. I have some
Okay.
large shoes to fill as the general. The first step is finding us a fitting home.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. But one last thing before I go. Is it
You're gonna play Roblox? Okay, bye, Brendan. Ugh.
Absolutely, so please be kind to him. He'll be a valuable ally in the coming days. Best of luck on your vacation or
Vacation.
Trust me, I wish that's what it was. But I'll try retrieving the seer and the blade as soon as possible. Good luck with the mayor. I think you'll need it. But coming back to a home with an actual battle plan, it's starting to feel like our cause has some real weight to it. I feel bad for doubting you, Dominic. You're doing a great job.
Meanwhile, okay. And then Sovi won. So Sovi's on his way to kill everybody here. That's what I remember anyways. Am I still too loud? No, I don't think so. I think it looks fine. Sovi entered the chambers of the Triumvirate unprompted. For Halen had extracted the information they desired. They raised their hoods and turned to him, scoffing, a hint of aggression on their quickly concealed faces.
Sophie, what is the meaning of this intrusion?
Halen has finished his interrogation, Masters. I thought it would be wise to relay the results. Unless you are plotting behind our backs.
We would never do such a thing. Information is granted to you as we see fit. If you are left in the dark, it is not permanent.
Okay.
But please, tell us what Halen discovered. We have a feeling our theories are similar.
Don't take credit for our
Of
information.
course. The Exodus wielder is located in Valenorth. I am ready to launch our attack at a moment's notice.
Good. Then it is time you hear the rest. Valenorth is just a small part of our larger plan. We see no more reason to withhold this information.
Okay.
That much was obvious, Masters. Why did you keep it from me for so long? Halen and I are more than loyal enough.
Yeah, this information is trivial.
This is not a matter of loyalty. We are sure you'll understand when you hear. It would not be wise to doubt our word.
Poke your nose. Boop.
Yes, yes. My apologies. Nobody likes being left in the dark. I will ensure my words sound less
Got your
doubtful.
nose.
If there is a greater plan at play, I am honored. I find no greater pleasure than serving your cause. So please, tell me what you wish, and it will happen.
We've led you to believe that Valenorth is our goal. However, it is just the beginning of a much larger plan.
We plan to take over the world. Mwahahaha.
You will learn the true nature of the spirit realm.
Ah, crap. Well, that's bad. Okay, let's autosave. Quick. Yes. Boop. Let's return. Okay, and we can, what is that? Near the tank are reserved for the elderly. Something about minimalizing travel time to a water source. Of course, houses near here are way too humid to be comfortable. But for some reason they don't complain, happily reside inside.
Try not to waste too much time here, Seer. I'm dressed in layers, and this humidity is gross. I wouldn't want to ruin my outfit before your ceremony.
I don't think there's gonna be a ceremony. What if we all die? That would suck. Ah, yes, Milas's house. Ah, yes, I am supposed to talk to her. Wow, it's him! How do you like being a scribe in training?
It's pretty great, actually. Everything is given to me by Valenorth. Money, food, a house, you name it. I work with Valessa more than you, though. I'm kind of disappointed about that. We tend to roleplay real scenarios. She'll take on your role, and I'll take on hers. Playing a scribe for a scribe. Best possible training. Unfortunately, I doubt I'll ever be a real one.
Why? Ever thought about a job on the side?
I don't think I'm really allowed to do that. The training I go through is already mentally exhausting. I need to devote my spare time to blowing off steam.
I wonder what he does.
Of course, this is under Milas orders. I'm sure I could handle something if I really wanted, but getting in trouble with him really isn't worth it.
I could offer you some under the table work. What would you do if you could?
To be honest, I just like helping people. So probably cleaning up here and there, keeping tidy. I consider a day successful if I've made someone else smile. Maybe I could be a problem solver or something. People always need some help, so I'd never go bored. It would always involve something new and exciting. Of course, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Milas says I'm not allowed to do any extra work. Training has to be my most important focus.
Do you like living in Valenorth?
It's great here. Sometimes I wish I could leave, but it's dangerous out there. Mazeo is the closest city, and we all know what happened there. Balteus would be way too cold for me.
Hey, what's up in here?
I think we have it perfect right here.
What happened to Mazeo?
It's the trade hub of Alestia, full of docks and ships. I really hate talking about this, so I'll make it quick. It's been over 20 years since the Triumvirate occupied it.
How are you liking it? I like the music. The music is very nice.
They put a trade ban in effect as soon as they did. It doesn't affect me too much, except for a type of apple. My parents used to treat me with them when I was younger. Hopefully one day they remove the stupid ban. They say it keeps order on things, but I'm not sure. More laws just means more rules to break, right?
No. You were supposed to follow the laws,
Mazeo
right?
was a really interesting place.
I think so.
Everyone said the force they used to occupy it was justified. Eliminating piracy and bringing the law to Mazeo was necessary. That
Maybe
was
one day
cool,
we'll get to
but
leave.
I highly doubt it. We have strict orders to remain in Valenorth at all times. And Milas isn't the type of guy to let anyone...
What if we're all going to die?
It's been this way for thousands of years. I don't
Thousands
think
of
we'll get any
years?
special
No.
treatment. I mean, we can dream, but it won't really go anywhere.
Nope. I had a dream. I'm pretty hopeful.
Oh yeah? What makes you think that? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to get my hopes up. Long enough to come to terms with it the first time.
The music is excellent, and yeah, I concur. Okay, well, goodbye. Well, no, we got everybody in here. Now let's leave. In Main Street, I can't remember. Was there one here? It was her. Wait, they look. Their sprites look the same.
Hey,
Okay. Do you like living in Valenorth?
yeah, of course I do. It's so peaceful, and everyone is so nice. I don't think Valenorth has any real downsides. We're not plagued with piracy like Mazeo. Our hierarchy works, and we're always stable. If I ever got the chance to leave, I doubt I would. That's partly why I've never left the village. I know that Peregrino is out there in Solberg, but I've only heard stories. I've never actually been.
What can you tell me about Peregrino?
It's a watering hole, like a bar. It's popular for people on their way to Valenorth. That's why it's called the Pilgrim's Tavern. It's a good business idea, in my opinion. The road to and from Valenorth is long and arduous. I bet everybody wants to stop and grab a drink.
I would. I would definitely stop and grab a drink. Imagine all the different people you'd meet there. That'd be so cool.
Too many outsiders, but it's still in business. It makes me wonder if there's something more to that place.
Ooh, it's a smuggling ring. What can you tell me about Solberg?
Apparently, each nation has a spirit idol. It's where the spirit realm reaches out into the physical world. Solberg is home to ours, but it's been closed off for a while.
I bet we get to go to Solberg.
Born, actually.
That'd be cool.
So I've never actually seen one in person. Just in drawings that Fortum and I can find. You know how nature is supposed to hold spiritual energy? Well, that energy has to come from somewhere, right? The idol is actually what delivers it to the land. But
Interesting.
one idol can't cover all of Alestia. So, like I said, each nation is supposed to have their own. They're like national treasures, to be heavily guarded.
My voice is a dissonant echo? It's probably because I don't have a filter on. Everything's being changed.
They're like national treasures, to be heavily guarded.
My voice is a dissonant echo? It's probably because I don't have a filter on. Wait, what? Yeah. No, it is echoing. Why is it echoing? Ah, I see what you're doing there. I see. Well, now it makes sense. Nobody said anything about it before. Everything's being changed. My voice is a dissonant echo? I wonder how it sounds now. Do. Probably because I don't have a filter. Do. We might have to leave someday, you know.
I'm not holding my breath, to be honest. We're rather self-sustaining here in Valenworth.
No, it is echoing.
As long as we
Why
have
is it echoing?
seers and scribes, we'll be good.
Ah, I see what you're doing there. I see. Well, now it makes sense. Nobody said anything about it before. Everything's being changed. Well, it sounds better. I approve. I'm glad.
To be honest.
Alright, and let's pull up. Sorry, guys, I have to pull up the chat again. Oh, the mic volume is a lot higher over the game. Much better. Is it really? Is it really? No, it is. There's like no sound. Leave it right there. And hopefully it's not too loud.
Everything pertaining to our livelihood can be foreseen. So far, we haven't had to forge any alliances or treaties. And remember, it's been this way for thousands of years. Not that I'm against alliances or anything like that, but we have no purpose to leave, so I probably won't. I need to stay where my role is deemed most important.
What is working with Fortame like?
It's an experience, to say the least. His attention span isn't the best, you know. He'll zone out in the middle of our studies. And he always finds a way to make things humorous. It can be somewhat frustrating when I'm trying to teach him, but maybe that's just me, and I need to loosen up a little.
He does need to calm down. I do agree. He is a little excitable. Well, there were people watching earlier, but no one said anything.
So. Compared to him, I can seem a little boring, but that's not true. He's just over the top.
Now she's all grumpy.
I've always been pretty mature for my age. Perhaps I gained some of his maturity instead. At least he gets along well with the children. Yeah, definitely.
Are you prepared for the
I've been
ceremony?
preparing for weeks. It's not too complicated, at least for me. It might be a little harder for you. But basically, just recite after Milas. After that, it's one big celebration. My role is minimal. This is your special day. As long as you can handle the spotlight, you're good. You won't have to memorize anything, or make a huge speech.
Sweet. Because I would hate that. Spelunky. Why are we only doing this now? Are we only doing this now?
Apparently, Milos' father was caught up in other things. It must have been important to shun something like this. I wonder if it's related to his disappearance. Anyway, that's why it hasn't happened until now. It's supposed to happen when you're much younger. But I don't see any reason why it can't happen now.
Much younger? How long has it been?
You pledge yourself to Valinor and its protection. Until the end of your days, you'll serve our village. In return, you pretty much get to live a life of luxury.
No! I want a life of adventure! I want to go explore the world!
Amazing. And a long time coming. I hear you'll get a house near Milos and loyal servants. You have to be stress-free. Mental strain affects visions.
Isn't that a bit excessive?
It might be, but that doesn't mean it's not awesome.
No, I'd like to
You're
go
the most
explore the
important
world.
person in Valinor, remember?
No.
You should be treated with as much respect
Okay.
as possible.
But what have I done to earn any of this respect? I just have a couple of concerns with this plan.
I'm sure you can turn that stuff down. But it'd be the first time in history that anyone did.
Good.
I think you need to take it. And get rid of your stress.
No. When does it start?
As soon as the sun starts to set. So likely we still have a few hours. Plenty of time to meet with Milos. This only happens once a generation, so I'm not sure. But I've heard that it goes until the sun starts to rise. That's a bit too much for me. We'll see how long I can last. From what I've seen, you're pretty stressed today. I think the ceremony
also
and the party
the vision
will help
where
you
you
unwind.
die?
After it's done, we can take care of whatever we need to.
I'm stressed because I just had a terrible vision where everybody died. I'm going to be stressed. Was that everything? Oh, that's everything. Oh, wait, what? Why is there one here? Chronicle Pro 1. Who's Pro? Pro slammed his hand of cards down on the table. His opponent scoffed and shouted accusations of cheating. He smirked as he made his way to the bar, laughing them off. With his newfound riches, he'd celebrate over a drink.
Only when they lose do they accuse me of cheating. Where I come from, it's called a sore loser, Aaron.
Who's Pro?
It's only being sore if you're not cheating. Pro, are you swindling people in my tavern again?
Now, that's such a terrible way of putting it.
Who is Pro?
Nothing wrong
I
with
don't
using
remember this
sleight of
guy.
hand to win. I like to think that they're paying me for my awesome tricks.
It's not so much as you yourself, but the position of seer over 1,000 years that's built that up. I'd rather not live in a big mansion taken care of all day. I'd like to go out and like fix things and like, explore and enjoy life.
And taking it out on me and my tavern. Yeah, I can see why you think that's so much fun. You're not the one who has to clean up after the brawls.
Trust me, I'd kill for a brawl right now. And remember, this isn't your tavern.
Sure it is. Has my name on the deed and everything.
Oh yeah? Say that to Domic's face. He's only keeping you open as an intermediary. We need a neutral place between
wait.
Mazeo and Valinor.
Trust me, Pro. I'd manage just fine on my own. Most people come here for the drinks and the fun. Domic's support is a bonus, not really a necessity. Besides, how is your investigation going? Weren't you looking into the seer or something? Hard to do that when you play cards
This
all
guy's
day.
slacking off. Wow.
You think I'm playing, but I'm secretly listening. Your patrons have given me a great deal of information.
So you're stealing that from them too? Are you ever gonna give anything back around here?
No.
Yeah, I'm this close to making my move. There's this really cool sword being held in Valinor. I'm supposed to retrieve it along with the seer. Of course, that was almost a week ago.
Wait.
Domic is pretty impatient, so I better hurry.
Wait!
If I take any longer, he might send someone else.
Wait, they sent Pro and he never answered in, so they probably... Wait, what?
That's
Yeah,
the
he already
smartest
sent
thing
Ulrich.
you've
He's
said.
sending Ulrich.
Not today or this week, just in general. It's not like that blade.
Oh, wait, don't right-click. Dirty corruption. What is going on?
Here, try this new ale that just came in. But after that, you really need to get to work. I'm afraid you're scaring away some of my business.
Yeah, I'll get right on it. At least let me write my boss first. There's a bunch of stuff he has to know.
You mean Domek? He's my boss too, you know.
Yeah, of course. I'll grab a paper, and you break out that ale. It better be as good as you're making it sound.
I missed if you regret naming your character. Yes, I regret naming myself Mangy Mango, but you know what? I'm going to own that. I am Mangy Mango. We're done? Okay. Was there one of those in my house? No. Okay, let's go. Let's get out of here. Bum, bum, bum. Miles! We all die! We enter Miles' house with an aura of purpose. Though they didn't know what I saw, they knew it was important. Well, get to it already! I've been playing for 46 minutes and I still haven't had you... You still haven't told anybody what you saw. We see him shuffling papers at his table, oblivious to our existence.
Hey, Miles. We need to have a word.
He doesn't seem to respond and continues his business. Can I buy a letter? Can I buy the letter O for oh no, you're all going to die? Fortame seems anxious and taps his foot on the floor. A few moments later, Valessa gives up and interjects.
Miles, snap out of it. We need to talk about something important.
She slams a fist down on the table, startling Miles. He jumps back a few feet in fright and then laughs. Whatever he was looking at, it fully engrossed him.
You know what they say about death, right? When we die, we go on to live in the realm of spirits. With that logic, spiritual energy should be infinite.
What are you smoking, man? You're about to die!
I'm not really sure how to respond to that. I mean, we've had seers and scribes for thousands of years. I'm pretty sure we'll have them for thousands more to come.
Wouldn't that be beautiful? Sorry for rambling, but we should all have a seat. I'm afraid things aren't going to go as planned.
He motions to the back of his house, a carpeted area. No chairs in sight, it looks like we'd be sitting on the floor. We make our way over there, questioning just what he meant.
I think we were going to say the same thing to you. I mean,
Mangy
the
Mango.
seer had a vision last night. A big one. Hopefully, we have enough time to get through all of this.
Well, unfortunately, I'm past the point of subtlety. So, in the interest of time, I'll get right to it. The induction ceremony is henceforth cancelled.
What? What? I'm okay with that. That means they don't have to stay in the town. Technically.
What? You can't be serious. You hype us all up and take it away? There better be an
Because
explanation
he's
for
probably...
this.
Because he'd be living with me too. Because he's a scribe in training, so he'd live with the scribe, who'd also live in my mansion house thing. Fortame is fuming with anger and very upset. I guess Miles was right. Plans have changed. But the timing, along with my vision, was odd.
What's going on here, Miles?
I'm afraid that's a very complicated answer. Let's back things up a few moments. Seer,
Mangy Mango.
tell us about the vision you had.
I take a deep breath as we all sit down. That was the moment I told them everything. How Valenorth was destroyed by the Triumvirate. I told them about the blaze and the agony. How the man who led the attack had a mystic blade. Not only did it kill Ulrich, but it killed me as well. When I finished my story, I met with silence. They look amongst themselves in shock and confusion. That's fine. It was a lot to process all at once. You die, Valessa. What? I can't... Okay. Is it going? Okay. Can't click. You have to just sit there and look at their faces
Just
now?
as I expected.
Okay.
It was only a matter of time before you saw it. That is, if the spirits truly cared about our protection.
Wait, slow down a minute. How do we know nothing was lost in translation? Remember how abstract visions are known to be?
I can confirm that an attack is imminent. Besides, Valessa, you know visions aren't like that. The spirits have gotten strong enough. That's no longer an issue.
But this can't be true.
It is. And unfortunately, it's just the start. But there are still some important matters at hand. Before I send you off, I'll
Send us off where?
tell you everything.
He smiles at each of us before taking a deep breath. I notice large bags under his eyes, signs of unrest. He must have been living in this secret for a while. With this secret for a while.
I didn't want to tell you until you needed to know. I'm just lucky that this vision waited until I was ready.
Ooh.
The Triumvirate wants to occupy Valenorth, as they did Mazeo. I know what you three lost in Mazeo, and I'm sorry, but what they plan to bring to Valenorth is far, far worse. Punishment for my father's involvement with the rebellion.
Ah, I knew it. Just like that empty armor seemed to imply. So Valenorth did have some relation to the rebellion. And it wasn't just during Miles' short reign either.
We're supposed to be nonpartisan.
Yeah, that's our whole deal. Why would your father do that to us?
I'll never forgive you, Miles. Your
Why
father
would
is
you-
responsible for
Why
all
would
of
you
this.
hate Miles?
He betrayed Valinor the moment he
Valessa.
helped them.
Logic is faulty. Why is it his fault? Why is it his fault? You're a weenie. Girl, focus, boop.
Understandable, but this is not my fault. Surely you know about my father's disappearance. But have you heard the stories of the recent rebel victory?
No.
Rebel victory?
The blade that the seer mentioned. It was taken from the Triumvirate. Without it, they are weak and vulnerable. But it was not an easy feat to accomplish. In their pursuit of the blade, many people died, including the leader of the rebellion itself. The new leader, Damek, sent it here for safekeeping. I hid it in the grand tree where no one would find it. I want you to take it and seek out Damek in Mazeo.
We're leaving! Yeah! Do-do-do-do-do!
Hey, slow down. This makes sense to you, but it's all a blur to us. Your father was one of the men that died to get this blade?
Is that
Indeed,
hard
he
to
was,
imagine?
Fortem. The rebel leader's death, my father's disappearance, I'm afraid those are intricately connected.
Uh-oh.
You mean?
Yes, I do. My father didn't work with the rebellion. He created it. The first allegiance in Valenorth's entire history.
Weird leap of logic? Yeah. I don't understand why Fortem and Valessa, they instantly jump on his throat and assume he's the bad guy. It's like, really? They don't possess a lot of logic, apparently.
Whoa.
He formed an allegiance with insurgents in Mazeo. Together, they grew and created a large army, large enough to steal the Triumvirate's sacred blade.
I don't understand why he'd do that. We're fine on our own. We always have been.
Times are changing and leaving us behind. I'm afraid that Valenorth is a dying culture, Valessa. What I am about to tell you must not leave this room.
What is it?
You know of Salberg, right? How it houses the spirit idol of Valenorth.
It's been destroyed.
Yes, of course. But it's been blocked off for a long time. I've never gone to see a spirit idol in person.
I'm afraid it might remain that way. Seer, on the eve of your birth, it went dark. Valenorth
Oh,
is
no.
living unlimited spiritual energy.
That's bad.
There's no way I believe that, Milas. Our connection with the spirits is eternal.
Why would he lie to you?
I wish that were the case for Tim. It pains me to say this, but it's true. You are the last seer we shall ever have.
Ah, crap. Well, that's poop.
Normally, the spirit idol chooses a child. That child is imparted with a surge of spiritual energy. When they pass away, it does the same to the next generation. But you, seer, it gave everything to you. Like the spirit realm is making one final push. I don't know why, but I have my theories.
Sounds like the spirits have given up on us.
What?
Perhaps we took their gift for granted
What?
and abused them. Without that idol and their energy, what will happen to us?
How does that come across as they've given up on us? They just shared everything they had. That means they had complete trust. Valessa, I thought you were smart, but you're coming across as kind of an airhead. Where did your logic come from?
I expect that Valenorth will become like any other nation. We'll take history into our own hands, rather than act on guidance. It's not a bad thing, and I don't think the spirits gave up on us. In fact, I think it's the opposite. They're placing all of their hope on us. The seer and that blade can save us all.
Back to that blade again? What does that have to do with all of this?
It's not an ordinary blade, as you've been told. In order to harness it, you need remarkable strength. Or, in other words, a vast amount of spiritual energy. Seer, I think the spirits chose you to wield this blade. To take it, join the rebels in Mazeo, and defeat the Triumvirate.
I am a rebel!
I know this is
Let us
asking a
go!
lot of you, but we always follow their lead.
I feel like they're trying to make her instigate more arguments, more commentary. But that was a very poor... I feel like that was out of character for her. I don't know. I don't know her that well just yet. But that was a really dumb thing to say.
Valenorth may be attacked, but we can rebuild from the ashes. Our true goal here should be the destruction of the Triumvirate. History should be in our hands, not in the hands of unjust gods.
Hey, what's up, Shotgun Boy? How's it going? Why can't I click? Come on. Stop. There we go.
So that's why your father formed this alliance? To take control of our history in the spirit's absence? And to make sure the Triumvirate doesn't dictate our future?
Dictate our future.
He wanted to strengthen our bonds with outsiders as well. Without visions, we have to take things as they come. Foresight helped us out, but we won't always have it. What we do have, however, is the potential of the
Mangy
seer. I think
Mangy
that's why he
Mango.
sacrificed himself to get this blade. He knew that you'd be able to wield it and achieve liberation.
Liberation.
Please, take the blade and flee to Mazeo. When the ceremony is supposed to start, I'll tell the people. They're all rounding up, so it'll be easy to evacuate. We might be a bit behind, but we'll meet in Mazeo. There's lots to plan, and little time to plan it. We'll need new homes and blades for any volunteers. As far as I can tell, this is not up for debate. If you think it is, then consider it in order from your elder. Leave as soon as you are able, and we'll meet again soon.
Wow! We're already on our way. He stands up and walks away. Not bad, not bad. I'm doing okay. I've changed my schedule around a bit, so I should actually have more time to be streaming. So I might be streaming intermittently during the week from now on. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty excited. Moments later, he's back to his usual business. We exchange glances with one another, overwhelmed.
Listen, I'm gonna try and be the voice of reason here. Milas said a lot of stuff, and it could be true or false. But if an attack is coming, we should go either way.
Valenor's reliance on spiritual energy keeping the climate warm. Places a high altitude that would normally be frigid snow. Well, that's not necessarily true. Because certain parts of the planets, even though they're high elevation, they still have plenty of water, but no snow. I know there are deserts at high altitude. It just depends on the climate as well.
Especially if there's a weapon we can use. I think we should grab it from the Grand Tree first. Again, not siding with anyone here, just using logic.
But the attack's not coming for, like, who knows how much longer.
Yeah, you're right. We do the same thing, even if Miles didn't tell us to. Find something to defend ourselves with, and leave Valenorth.
Plus the sword, I'm pretty sure, is the one that was, like, sucking people's souls out, so...
But he said the spirits gave you all their power? And they cut their influence from Valenorth for good? This changes Alestia's entire history, not just our actions. I can't say I fully understand, but it makes sense. Miles' father foresaw all this and took action. I feel hatred, but
that's
at
such
the same
a
time,
foul
I feel
word.
hope.
Hatred. Just poof. I hate somebody. It's like, do you understand the connotation behind the word hatred? Hatred means like you hate them. Like I don't hate anybody. It's just so beyond me.
Let's take this one step
he's
at a
long
time.
winded. Give me half a
Felissa.
sec. I'll be right
We'll
back.
grab the weapon and make our way out of here. The rest can fall into place as we move on.
Ugh. We nod and we stand up as well. With an attack on the way, we had to move. Oh, scooted. We good? I think we're good. We good. Miles would take care of evacuating everyone else. Got that blade first, so we couldn't use it. Ah, see? So we think the attack's coming today.
So, to the Grand Tree then? I'll try to maintain one modicum of sanity.
Modicum.
It's not like our lives were just turned around.
We already
I'm
know
sure
that
we'll
Ulrich
manage
is
as
in
long as
league
we're
with
together.
the rebellion.
I'm not giving up on any of you. I promise.
Why would you give up on us at this point? Why did you
There's
even
nothing
say
we can't
anything?
do if we all pitch in. Let's go to the Grand Tree and get that blade.
Fortame, thank you. Dora. Dora, 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 the Explorer. Ugh, they both want to talk.
Hey.
Anything we should do
I
before we
wouldn't
go?
mind taking one last look at the village. It's so weird, knowing that an attack is coming. This could be the last time we see our homes.
Eh,
How are we just supposed to accept that?
home is where
I
our
expect
heart
we'll
is.
have plenty of time to grieve, but is that something we should really have to do? We don't have to look around, but I'd appreciate it. If I find something I want to take with me, I'll grab it. I'd much rather leave Valenorth behind with no regrets.
So you're gonna steal somebody's stuff? I see how it is. Fortame, I know what. You sneaky, sneaky dog. Cat, rabbit thing. Alright, we won't leave until you're ready. Promises, Fortame.
Thank you so much. I can't put my finger on it, but I know I'm not.
Okay, bye.
Hey. You
What do you
mean
think?
everything that Milas told us? I'm freaking out. I can hardly believe it. But the spirits would never lie to us, right?
Don't judge me, but I'd be eating cheesecake. It's really good.
I can't believe the Triumvirate is our enemy. I know they
You
had their
can't?
reasons with Mazeo, but there's no reason to attack Valenorth. Not at all.
There's a perfectly good reason if you want to control everything. I wanted the sword back.
Then why don't they ask for it? There's no need to attack us like this.
They're evil! What
Makes
do you
me
not
wonder if there's more
understand?
to Mosaic.
You are too pure of mind. You just jump to conclusions.
They said they took it over to fight piracy. But I think they're acting in their own interest. Burning down our village? It only makes sense, right? It must have something to do with the spirits. Tyrants can't stand when something is in their way.
This is true. What are your thoughts on the Triumvirate?
I always thought they were good rulers. Sometimes you have to make tough decisions. Mazeo shocked us all, but we've all moved on.
That was a little excessive, just saying. As a writer, Mazeo shocked us all, but we've moved on would have worked just fine. All and all? Twice in the same sentence? No, that's redundant. Yeah, shocked us all, but we've moved on. You've already established that us all.
There's also a line you're not meant to cross, though. Burning down an innocent village is way past
I'm a
that.
grammar Nazi.
No goal could justify what they plan to do with Valinor.
Kill you all? Yes. Not justifiable. What's in store for Valinor's
Honestly,
future?
I don't know.
Got a bug bite.
I usually
Heck.
look to you when I think about that. But without spiritual energy, things will change.
Things will definitely change.
We're up in mountains, and the spirits keep us warm. Without them, Valinor would freeze and wilt away.
Oh.
We'd have to migrate to Mazeo, like Milo said.
Oh. Okay.
One thing
That's what
I
you were
know
saying
is that
earlier
the
in here.
Triumvirate is ruined. There's no way people will side with this attack. It's only a matter of time before word starts spreading. I think I need to concern myself with Alestia's future. The rebellion will probably be swarming with new recruits. We can fight back so no one else loses their home.
Yeah, we'll unite and take them down.
And it all starts with that special blade. I guess we should head to the Grand Tree. No sense leaving without it, right?
Nope. Because we don't want it here when Soy gets back. When Soy Boy gets back. Or gets here. Soy
There's
Boy,
something
what's
I
his
never
name?
thought I'd hear.
No, it's
Thousands
Soy.
of seers, and
Is it Soy?
he never left Valinor.
What's his name?
I guess we're meant to play bigger
We're just
roles
gonna call
than
him
we
Soy
thought.
Boy.
But to answer your question, no, I'm not ready. Unfortunately, my opinion doesn't count for much. I'll have to come to terms with this as we move on.
You can talk to me.
No, I wouldn't want to trouble you. You have enough going on. I'd just be a bother.
If you're having problems,
Thanks
you
for the
gotta
offer,
tell me.
though. I'll keep it in mind. I'll decide when I see it. You and
Go on the
Miles
Steam
made it
Community
seem
Hub and talk
really
about it then.
incredible.
Early Access needs people to point out that
But
sort of stuff
At
anyways.
the end of the day, it's just a
Yeah,
sword.
I don't know. It's Sovi. I'm just calling him Soy Boy. He's Soy.
I doubt it'll be the turning point of this battle. Of course, I wouldn't mind being proven wrong.
What can I tell you about it?
What else
Let's
can you
see.
tell me about it?
It turns people to dust and like sucks their souls out. It steals life to grow their army. It steals life.
So, the more he killed, the more he had to serve him?
They've got voice acting. You heard his
And
voice
Ulrich's
pronounced, dude.
life powered a bunch of armored suits?
I know it's
Their
Sovi.
army
I remember
would
now. I'm
always
just gonna call him
outnumber
Soy.
Alestia.
The more he killed, the more he had to serve him, and Ulrich's life powered a bunch of armored suits.
I'm starting to see why it might be a threat. But we won't be stealing life like that, right? We should keep it from them and limit their numbers.
No, I'd never use it like they did.
Good.
That's enslaving
I
their
was starting
souls.
to worry. Without that blade, their army's finite. They can't hide behind numbers like before.
Nope.
So, it still works as a standard weapon. But I'm curious about the other functions it has.
I just told you.
We'd never do this for a run-of-the-mill sword. Wait, That's really confusing. It looks like a blade, but serves another purpose? Tell me more. I'd like to know what makes it special.
I already told you. It steals life. Okay, goodbye. Ah, there's 2 more. There's so much story packed into this game. It's a fantastic feat, and I'm generally enjoying the game. Just grammar sometimes gets a little off. Damek conversed with Grizz, the mayor of Mazeo. There was much to be done before the rebellion could settle down. But first on his agenda was procuring the city's underground tunnels. A place to operate in secrecy would be essential to their continued success.
Come on, Grizz, this must be possible. Even their honor guard barely monitors the place. When they do, they're oblivious to our existence. If we don't push them, they won't push back. Although, one final push might be required. Either way, we need that deed as a rightful claim.
Damek, for the last time, it's not so simple. If the Triumvirate knew I was helping you, they'd kill me. I wouldn't be surprised if they damaged Mazeo as well.
Oh, come on, it's not that risky. We'll operate silently. They'll never know.
Everything has a paper trail, Damek. They keep track of every step I take.
Just cross it like
At
all
the end of the
time.
day, I'm still their general.
It's a blade from Major Minor. They even call it the Blade of Exodus. Here's how far it's tied to the first game. I don't know yet. I never finished Major or Minor. That was just so long, I got bored halfway through it.
I understand that you want those tunnels, but it would be too risky. They'd find us out. I'm not gambling with my life, understand?
Understand, sir.
With them, it's a gamble, I'll give you that. But with me, I'll have you know it's a certainty. I don't think you know how much we need those tunnels.
Damek, is that a threat?
No!
Of course not. We're too close for that. Close enough that you won't have to find out. I'm sure we can come to some sort of deal.
Mazeo is rubbed off on you. I'd expect such tactics from pirates, not you. I have to say, you'd need something big to woo me.
We wooing each other now? Damek walks up to the desk and places some papers down. He looked up at Grizz with a smile, who returned only shock.
They dig for 20 years and find nothing. I use my forces and we find it in days. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is it.
What is it?
Damek, I don't believe this.
What is it?
This is what I've been looking for. You must tell me where it is.
No.
A deed might sweeten the deal for me. Besides, you can report this finding to the Triumvirate. They'll be so ecstatic they won't notice anything else.
It is a big deal, and it might sate them. But they'd likely send forces here immediately. You want me to put a target on your new HQ?
Actually, their forces will be preoccupied. I have word that they're undertaking another mission. We'll have plenty of time to occupy and fortify.
Occupy and fortify.
I can't believe you found it, Damek. If you want the deed, you must give me exclusive access. Nobody else can touch it. I have my plans, and that's final.
Ooh, what is it?
Of course, I'd be more than happy to, but you might have to wait a bit longer. Tapping into it requires some special means.
What do you mean? What is
But
it?
I promise you won't be waiting much longer. So please, if you would hand over the deed, and once they arrive, it's all yours.
What? I'm in confusion. Hey, it's Soy Boy. Soy Boy left the chambers of his masters, remaining in shock. The truth of things had been explained, and he was surprised. He knew it would take a while before he accepted these revelations.
Such a truth. And to think I never knew. This will change everything about my approach.
Whoa, wait, what was that? Said. Rub.
Master, you seem unwell. We leave tomorrow. You should get some rest.
Speaking of rest, I should
know
get some
I'm not
rest.
the
It's
one to give
midnight.
orders, but please.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It seems there is more to this attack than we knew. The Triumvirate just finished explaining our true objective.
Our true objective? Sovi, what is the meaning of this?
I don't think I'm able to tell you, Halen. They trusted me alone with this information. Perhaps you can visit them on your own time.
Typical. Teasing me with information and pulling rank. I want to prove myself, Sovi. I want to be at your side.
Trust me, that would be wonderful. But this is different. It changes everything.
Everything.
It would be better to hear it directly from them.
All right, all right. I have to say, you seem quite distressed. I'll go talk to them, but take my advice and rest.
I'm afraid there's no time for that, Halen. I'm going to speak with the prisoner. He's coming too.
Shane is coming with us? Sovi, that doesn't make any sense.
It seems a run-in with the rebels is likely. To that end, I've come up with a fitting punishment. When you're done with our masters, meet me back here.
Yes, of course. I'm ready to take action at a moment's notice. And now, something tells me we will be.
Okay. Well, that was it. Okay, cool. Well, let's see if we can get out of this town and then I can end the stream. We gotta go... Yeah, 'cause let's get out of here. And let's go see the Grand Tree first. The Grand Tree towers above everything else in Valenorth. Because of Valenorth's attitude, it towers above the world. Altitude, not attitude, wow. We take slow steps across the makeshift bridge, holding onto the sides. Alyssa stops in her tracks, taking in the surroundings. A hint of confusion appears on her face as she breaks the silence. Stopping as well, Fortame and I listen to her words.
Alright, we really need to talk.
Mangy Mango.
What are your thoughts on all this? You've been totally silent since we left Milas.
Hey, Valessa, no prying. Let him open up when he wants to.
I'm just curious, that's all. It's not like Milas treated us to afternoon tea. Everything is different. Besides, venting can help.
I'm just taking things as they come. I feel invigorated, like I finally have a purpose. I feel invigorated.
You
I'm
always
happy.
have purpose, actually. But I think I understand what you mean. You aren't just another seer. You're special.
Especial.
Muy buen. She turns back around and we continue walking. I try to admire the scenery, but that attempt is short-lived. Fortame, who had taken the lead, also stops in his tracks.
Actually,
No, dang it!
on the subject of venting, there's something I need to get off my chest. Or, I guess, there's something I need to ask you two.
Yes? Yes?
Sure. What is it?
I know we don't like talking about this, and sometimes we pretend it never even happened. But we can't anymore. We're going to Mazeo.
Yep.
So I think now we need to face the facts. That's the last place our parents were... I mean, they were there when it happened.
Wait, where did you guys even come from? I forget things.
Casualties of the occupation.
Now we have the chance to fight back against the Triumvirate. They were directly responsible for what happened there. Are we doing this for Alestia?
For
Or
Alestia!
for ourselves?
Why? Okay, you're just looking at the you're looking at it like it's negative. It's because something you'd actually want. You look at it and be like, you know what? We have to do it for the good of Alestia, not just for myself. If you think about it, if you do something for yourself instead of for a real reason, like a good enough reason, then you're just being selfish. Think about the good of other people. Do it for Alestia, not for yourselves.
You mean revenge? Fortim, I don't know how to answer that. All of our parents... That was so long ago.
Yeah, it was so long ago. It's in the past. Let it stay the past. We're going to free them for the future.
I don't know if that makes me a bad person or not.
It's how you think
But we
about
can't
it,
just
you
fight because
dingus.
Milas told us to. We each need a purpose, even if they're different.
Forte, can you stay here, please? You're a bit of a buzzkill.
I guess I want Alestia's freedom. Is that not reason enough to fight?
That's perfectly good reason.
That's a goal, Valessa, not a purpose. Let me ask the seer, why do you fight? What weight will you carry with that blade?
The drive to protect my friends from danger. That is exactly what I would say. The drive to protect my friends from danger.
Good. Tap into that drive whenever you can. Don't let any swing of your blade lack purpose. A fight without purpose is a fight you'll never win. I have more to say though, so hold on. Our parents went to
You're
Museo
so
together
long-winded.
as a group of friends. Now, you're doing the same. And trust me, I'm worried.
Then we'll die. Why are you so scared, Forte?
They got caught up in a fight, and we will too. But I don't want to die. I want to save Alestia. So promise me, we'll stay together. Right until the end.
Of course.
There we
until
go.
the end.
That's the spirit. With that attitude, we'll never lose. Now let's get that blade.
His
and
mouth
head to
confused me.
Museo.
Look at that. Is that his teeth grinning, or is that like his tongue being half? I don't even know. Look at this. This looks so weird. It's happened a couple times and I've just like ignored it. But right now, look at this. Looks like it's supposed to be the teeth like coming across, but then it just cuts off right there. Like, what is that?
Yeah, I'm about ready to get off this bridge. Not exactly the best place for a heart-to-heart. Though, honestly, I'm glad you opened up.
Me opened up. He's the one who's having frustrations. I'm just chilling. I'm enjoying myself. I'm just following everybody else around. I just had the vision where everybody died.
And actually, I think
I got
found
to
my
feel myself
purpose.
dying too, so that was
I want to fight to
garbage.
protect my closest friends. So, about that promise, I'll be here. Right until the end.
I nod and they smile at one another. A few moments later, we continue our trek to the Grand Tree. This time, however, we reach our goal with no interruptions. As soon as we enter, we all spread out. Perhaps covering more ground would help us find it easier. However, much to our surprise, it's out in the open.
Wait, that's it?
It's wrapped up in a sack in front of the Grand Tree's altar. The general shape and size was easily discernible to me. It was the instrument of my death and Valinor's destruction.
There's a letter attached to it. Let's see what it says.
Do not open until December 25th. It's not Christmas yet, but I don't know. I thought that was funny. Awkwardness
Wait,
of art
hold
style
on.
and anatomy.
I don't
Maybe,
think
I don't
we're
know.
supposed to touch it. We should.
Well, look, and then
probably
you
leave
see
this one
there's,
to
I
the
see
seer.
teeth right there. Oh.
I'm sure it's fine as long as it's covered up. Very well.
What's
You'll
gonna
have to
happen?
do the
Like
honors.
freaking Ark of the Covenant, like melting your faces? Like, what's gonna happen if anybody who isn't worthy touches it? They both look at me, leaving me little choice in the matter. It's not like they had any choice in this either, however. Taking slow steps to the altar, I look down at the letter.
Well, what does it say?
Why did you guys read it? It's not the sword. I kneel down and pull out the letter, breaking some adhesive. Wait, was it glued to the bag? Why wasn't it just tied? Punch a hole in that bad boy. It's from Milas, and it gives us a bit more information. None of us have really left Valenorth, so guidance is helpful.
Instructions from Milas. Thank you for following my directions. It's good to know we'll be able to work with each other on this grand endeavor. Hidden inside this package here is the blade we talked
Wait,
about
how did
earlier,
it get here?
otherwise known as the Blade of Exodus. I'm not sure why it's been given such a name, but it was the Triumvirate's choice. As soon as you take it, please ensure that it never leaves your sight. A guide, Zamira, will be waiting for you on Main Street.
Okay.
He'll guide you to Peregrino, where you'll meet up
Where'd
with
Ulrich
Pro,
go?
a trusted
Like,
ally
I'm pretty
and
sure
longtime
Ulrich was
rebel.
supposed to be here and picking up
From
the sword.
there, Pro will guide you to Mazeo.
Wait, no,
Pro
that's
might
right.
seem a bit
This
incompetent
is
at
in the
first,
past.
but he's simply
He hasn't
been
even
following
come
my
down
orders.
yet. I
Having
forgot
him
about
come
that.
here and get you, as Damek originally planned, was much too risky. Instead, I told him to pass time in the tavern until you bring the blade to him. I had Zamira meet him in the dead of night in Valenorth's outskirts to retrieve the blade and bring it to where you are now. This way, no villagers were aware, and there was no chance of complications arising. I'm sure Damek will understand this delay. One final thing. I authorize you with access to Solberg, now that you know its secret. Feel free to stop
How
there
did
on
he
your
get
journey.
past us and into the tree? Why didn't he just come with us in the first place? If he was going to be here anyways. I put the letter in my pocket and look at Fortame and Valessa. It seems that our next objective was clear, much better than before. If Milas simply threw us into the wild, we'd get lost immediately.
The Blade of Exodus. That's a bit of a weird name, isn't it?
Just a little bit.
Do you think that's the person who made it?
Blade of Exodus.
Or maybe it's a title for whoever wields it. You know, something like Seer or Cirrus. What about it? Should we call you Exodus?
Exodus. That'd be really cool. That's a stupid name for Tame. I like the sound of that, actually. Let's just stick with Mangy Mango. Exodus actually sounds really cool, but I'm sticking with Mangy Mango. Dude, can you imagine how cool that'd be to be called Exodus? I am the end. Let's just stick with... I suppose the cannon is reminiscing about the town first. I don't... Wait, cannon? What cannon? There's a cannon firing somewhere? If I see... Well, let's just stick with Mangy Mango.
Yeah, especially if the triumvirate wants it back. Walking around as Exodus would put a huge target on us. That's not something we can afford if we want to blend in.
All right. Forget I suggested it. Let's get out of here before we waste too much time. We're supposed to meet someone named Zamira, right?
Where's our food? What are we gonna eat?
I know them. They typically guard the town gate. No better person to carry out a secret mission in the night.
But it's the
I'm
middle
glad
of
we'll
the
have a
day.
guide.
Why would it be in the
Must
middle of the
remember we
night?
Get lost.
Yeah. None of us have ever left Valenorth before. I'm sure it'll be great. We can even check out Solberg. Grab the blade, Seer. The villagers would never question you.
Grab the blade, Mangy Mango. I nod. As a seer, they wouldn't care what I carried. But I can understand if they saw an outsider with this blade. Milas' plan of using Zamira was definitely the best course of action. As we venture to Mazeo, however, some people might stare. But we're in a group, so I doubt they'd try anything. I pity the person who picked a fight with the Blade of Exodus. I pity the fool. The fool. I carefully unwrap the package. The sight of the weapon causes me to tense up. I can almost feel the pain of last night's vision. Valessa and Fortame look down, seeing it for the first time. I exchange glances with them before my eyes return to the blade. I grip it for the first time, and that's when everything changes. Oh snap! What did you do? With a blinding flash of white light, I fall back and wake up on Earth, surrounded by naked creatures standing in bipedal form looking like apes. Landing on the floor, I'm unable to see or move. It isn't much longer until I can't breathe either. I hear Valessa and Fortame call out to me. But as my senses are robbed, their shouts slowly fade. Well, dang, the sword just killed me. A series of visions plays out before me, and I can do little but watch.
You mean this was all just a trap? No, I don't believe it. I'm not giving up.
It's Fortame.
To think all of that was stored in this. After we tell the people, everything will change.
I don't recognize those ears.
We will aid you in this fight, but you are no longer a rebellion. Today, you become something much more.
Somebody I don't know.
Grace, think about what you are doing.
That's a triumvirate.
Without us, there is no freedom.
Yeah, spoiler!
personal. Just playing with the hand I've been dealt.
That's a new person. The shadowed man approaches me with a dagger in his hand. I can't fight back. I can just watch as he sinks it into my gut. Soon after, I'm paralyzed on the ground. I can hear him laughing. What is even going on? They also look very upset. You sad people. I poop your nose. I boop your nose. I gasp for air as I grip the spot where he stabbed me. Valessa and Fortem let out a huge sigh of relief. In my other hand, I hold the blade of Exodus tightly. I throw it across the room as I slowly regain my breath. My headphones have fallen down. They help me rise to a sitting position. The concern on their face is clear. Thankfully, I'm able to relax before they decide to question me.
What happened?
The blade. It gave me visions. What kind of visions? I do not know. The best of visions.
Wait, how is that
Visions
possible?
of
The spirits are the ones who
gumdrops?
give visions.
Plum?
Could it
Sugar,
have something to do
plum,
with your energy?
princes, I don't know. Energy? Yes.
Valessa, it doesn't matter. For now, we just need to make sure he's safe.
No, it has everything to do with my powers.
Oh, right, sorry. Will you be okay? Can you move?
The sequence is kind of confusing, bunch of disconnected bits. Yeah, just a little bit. I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Good. I'm glad to hear. Miles left a change of clothes for you. It was tucked underneath the blade.
Ah, I see what you did there. You just slid that underneath there, just magically. You got to the sword before we did. She points to the package that held the blade. Resting there is a set of battle-ready clothing. Yes! My armor! I am now ready to fight dragons. A holster or scabbard is built into the back.
Maybe Milos knew that touching it was risky. If you wear this outfit, you can sheath the blade. It might be best to conceal it and minimize contact.
Contact.
Wait, then why didn't he tell us that? Seems like a stupid thing to leave out.
Right? It's not just me!
I guess you have a point. Oh, well, I'm glad that things are fine. You should go get changed, Seer.
She tilts her head to an alcove at the back of the grand tree. I guess it would provide sufficient privacy, so I grab the clothes. They turn their backs to me as an extra gesture of consideration. Okay. It looks like a mixture of Valessa and Vertame's outfit. Made of flexible material, it was clearly ready for a fight. The scabbard is adjustable. I could position it for my dominant hand. Wait! What should I wait? Prepare the blade for right-handed access? Why does this left-handed, right-handed? Right-handed, obviously. I tilted to the right for easy access with my right hand. Wooka! Not that I expected to be touching the blade all too often. When the rest of the outfit is on, I walk back out in the open.
Whoa, that looks really good on you. A lot more fitting than that fancy suit.
I like the suit. I was a little dapper.
That's everything we need then? I mean, aside from the blade?
Food, change of clothing, money, itinerary for flights. Dang it. What did it say? Oh, I guess that's it. We all looked to where I threw it earlier. Before we left it, I'd have to touch it again. I can sense the anxiety with my friends.
Look. Whatever happens, we're here for you. I doubt it'll be as bad as last time. And you're fine.
Look, if I die, please, just throw me off the side. Let me fall down in that little crevice. Let me just rot away down there. He could have worded that a bit better, but there was truth to it. It was such a shock last time because I didn't expect it at all. But I was the Seer Valenorth. I was meant to wield this blade. I slowly walk towards it, kneeling down when I get there. Whatever happened this time, I wouldn't let it control me. As I grab it, I remind myself that I'm the one with the spirits. The white light overtakes me again, but that's all. I can still move, breathe, and sense my surroundings. Deep within me, I feel a connection defying explanation. What? A connection to what? Deeper spirits. It's beautiful, and I'd like to stay this way forever. Unfortunately, the feeling soon turns into something more. In a matter of seconds, the source of beauty is one of fright. I quickly sheath the blade to prevent any damage. Whatever that was, doing it for too long would hurt me. It seemed that using this weapon would require some practice.
Well, that looked fine to me. You didn't end up on the floor at least.
It still hurt me. I need to take it easy.
Whoa, really? Milas was right then. It takes strength. Remind me not to touch that thing anytime soon.
Ooh, you would be so screwed, dude.
I'm curious to learn more about it. Like, where it came from and who made it.
No one knows!
Hopefully we figure that out along the way. So,
Hopefully.
should we get going? Or is there anything else we need to do?
We're supposed to meet Zamira on Main Street, but we should save that until we're ready to leave. One last look around Valenorth couldn't hurt.
No, it wouldn't. Not at all.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. Wouldn't want to leave anything behind.
New feature party banter has been unlocked. Following this text box, a brief tutorial will display. Previous areas of Valenorth have been updated. While you can talk to party members, you can also talk amongst themselves. Icons in the top right of certain areas will indicate which combinations is looking to talk, and whether or not you viewed that scene before. Click one of these characters' icons to view the party banter scene. You can now leave Valenorth via the world map. Clicking the icon near exit will meet up with Zamira. The icon leading to Main Street will function as normal. Okay.
Instructions from...
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna study, okay. Who this? Who that? Shane. Who's Shane? Oh, right, he was in the prison. Shane paced around his prison cell, feeling the walls. Looking for any structural weaknesses, anything he could use. He'd been in here far too long, and the isolation was messing with him.
Come on, Shane, there's gotta be something. You were supposed to break out of here ages ago. This mission is a bust. Dominic must be worried sick.
He knocked on the hard wall of the cell and found nothing. He'd been here ever since Damek assumed control of the rebellion. His objective was to get caught on purpose and scan their castle. But his intel would do little good if this was his final resting place.
Come on, you need to do this.
Why would his
Nobody
eyes go
else has
vertical?
come
That's
through
not
here
how
and
their
lived.
eyes work.
You're gonna be the
eyes
first,
don't
Shane.
work that way.
I know it.
Their eyes don't work that way. Who did this? Who designed this? He's a doggo, I'm pretty sure. Only 38% sure, though. No, I'm 67. A voice sounds from the doors of the prison. Soy Boy enters, laughing at what he just witnessed.
Looks like you're taking this worse than I thought. I need to talk with you, Shane, so come close.
And what makes you think I'll listen?
The fact that I'll kill you if you don't.
We haven't yet broken out the torture. But trust me, you're walking a fine line.
Whatever, just make it quick. I hate the sound of your voice. That, and I was enjoying my time alone.
You really don't care whether you live or die. Good. I like that in a potential soldier of mine.
Wait, what?
Why does he look sad now?
Name your weapon proficiencies.
You're the one who caught me, Sovi. You should know full well what weapons I use.
I said proficiencies. Remember how easily I took you down?
Fine. I'm good with a bow. I can play with daggers too,
Wait,
but
that's
not
the one
as well.
dude.
Just give me some arrows and point to a
That's
target.
that's the dude who stabs me. I forgot his voice. Shane felt a sense of hope rise within him. If Sophie tried to recruit him, he could gain more intel. It wouldn't be hard to miss his shots on purpose. Unfortunately, his hopes were immediately destroyed.
Good. I'll have no problem finding you a bow. We're leaving on a mission, so follow me. You'll be seeing your allies sooner than you thought.
What?
Wait, are you smiling? Shane, I don't think you know what's happening. Taking you with me? This is your punishment.
Shane's got a terrible poker face. He starts smiling, but you're an idiot.
Huh?
Yes. I'll line up a few of your allies. Then you'll show me how well you handle a bow. If you don't obey, I'll make you suffer. And if you do obey, well, your friends will think you've defected. They'll give up all hope of rescuing you. Then I can keep you here as long as I like. I know you may not fear death, Shane, which is why I'll give you something far worse.
Betrayal?
Now, come
I don't
with
even
me.
know.
There's much to discuss. And remember what will happen if you disobey. It's time to realize that you belong to me.
Okay, cool.
Wow, it's so beautiful inside the Grand Tree. Too bad they rarely let the scribe in training come here. I wish I had more time to spend in Valinor.
Actually, that's not a scribe in training role. It was more like a Fortum role. No offense.
That's funny.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you're an immature child for Tame.
You're not exactly a quiet person. This is a sacred place, and silence is essential.
Why didn't you tell me? I would have been quiet, I promise. Just like when I go to the library.
Hey, I don't make up the rules, but honestly, I wish I would have fought it. I didn't realize our time here would be so limited. I thought we'd be here until we were old and gray. But to think that Valinor would just be a small face? You're not the only one who has regrets, Fortin.
At least you were allowed inside. I was kept out because of my big mouth. Well, I guess I'm the only one to blame. I'll try to watch my mouth from now on.
Thank you. I would appreciate that.
I give you 10 minutes, tops.
Hey!
We'll keep using that bone. Okay, let's get out of here. That's weird. These posts guide you to the Grand Tree's entrance. There isn't much upkeep given to the grass on the sides. If you jumped off, you'd be fully submerged in grass. Might not look like it, but this is a high bridge. Okay. It's a tree. You can see the tint of the leaves starting to change. The higher up you go, the more crimson they get. Blood leaves grow at the top of the Grand Tree. No one knows the reason for this phenomenon. Okay. Leads. There's more. View Parallel Chronic Damic 3. Tunnels underneath Mazio were quiet, almost eerily so. Grizz and Damic met in secret, not deep enough to run into trouble. Any further though, and they'd cross paths with the Triumvirate's honor guard.
I guess that settles it. The deed is yours. You have lots of work to do, Damek. What comes first?
Lots of dusting, I presume. Though there's something odd about these tunnels. The honor guard has no need to eat, sleep, or socialize. Being empty suits of armor, they need none of that. But go any deeper and you'll see an entire hideout. Bedrooms, training rooms, a library, and more.
Maybe that's why they never found what we were after. They were too busy building some sort of utopia.
It'll be easy to fortify against attacks. They've practically done it for us already. I just wish I knew why. It's so peculiar.
I have a theory of my own, actually.
And what is that?
You know how those things are created, yes? The Grand Inquisitor and that life-stealing sword. Well, he was at my side when we occupied Mazeo.
I see.
The members of the Honor Guard that wander these tunnels. I think they're the spirits of those we killed, Damek. Perhaps they just want to continue living. It's heartbreaking.
That's an understatement. But it explains the beds and living quarters. And if they retain some memory, they'd hate the Triumvirate.
Yeah, which is why they never completed their job. Or at the very least, intentionally threw their progress.
That's funny.
A theory with merit, I'll give you that much. But now we found what you're after, what happens? I think you should tell me what you really want with it.
You can think all you want, but it won't happen. Just know that I'm looking to make up for something. I can never undo the occupation, but I have an idea.
I just realized that's a sheep's head on his shoulder. He's got the full-on head on his shoulder.
Very
Super
well.
creepy.
Whenever you're ready. As long as I have the deed,
Of course, there's
I'm
more. They're
satisfied.
thoroughly stuffing story into
When
everything.
Seer
They
arrives,
are.
however,
They're
I'd
putting.
love
There's so
to
much
hear
story
more.
in everything. When Meiji Mako arrives. Okay, so that was him. Now Soy Boy. V Parallel Chronicle Soy Boy 3. Yeah, let's do it. It's like Kung Fu Panda 3. But we asked for it, but it came anyways. So, Soy Boy stood in front of the Triumvirate's castle. He's leaving. Chain at his side, everything was set in motion. Halen was late, likely learning the same truth from his masters. But as soon as he arrived, the plan of attack would commence.
We can sail to Mazeo in under a day. There's a ship waiting for us at the Balteus docks. As soon as Halen arrives, we'll be free to go.
Odd choice of words. I highly doubt I'll be free to go. Though I'm a little excited that Halen is coming along. He was much better than you, more threatening as well.
Shane, this isn't about being threatening. It's about who can put their foot down when they need to. Halen is all talk. Lots of promises, but no follow-through.
Right, of course. Thanks for the heads up. I'll remember that next time he tries interrogating me. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you didn't like him.
Meiji Mango this, Meiji Mango that. The name will hold you to the end of the game because of 1 Prep night. Yeah, I need to get more sleep.
I doubt he's long for this world. A Grand Inquisitor needs to be more than talk. That, and I work much better when I'm alone.
Working alone, huh? I don't think that's a very good idea. What if you get into a bind? Who'd help you then?
I don't get into binds, Shane. I'm more in the habit of putting them
Is
on
that
others.
sweat coming off his brow?
Yeah, we'll see how far that gets ya. So, what's the plan anyway? Attacking Valinor? You want the blade back, Halen made it pretty clear.
Now, why would I tell you that? Don't assume camaraderie between us.
Well, you let me out of my cell.
Fine, just trying to get involved.
So you can write to your rebel friends, no doubt. Don't try anything, Shane. I'm watching you. Besides, Valinor is an insignificant part of our plan. When we're finished, Alestia will be forever changed.
'Cause you'll be dead! Okay. Okay, so I guess there wasn't anything here. So is it Town Square? It's not anything at Miles' house. Nope, nothing here. Go back. Let's go Town Square. Anything here? Yes, there is! There's banter going on.
So, this might be the last time we see the town square. Is there anything we should do before we
Our
go?
water run!
I guess one last drink would be nice. The water from Valinor is always so pure. Want to share some with me, Valessa?
Sure. We can use the cups I left here earlier. I was just finishing my water run when we all met up.
Because that's
So,
part of this
what should
culture,
we
is
toast
the
to?
water runs.
Toast?
Yeah, and this is a big day, right? We should probably drink to something. Especially if it's the last time we might be here.
Oh, let's see. What about new beginnings? Or something like being with friends?
What about new beginnings with friends? I think that's rather fitting for us.
Sounds good to me. To new beginnings with friends. May our bonds never break.
Cool. And let's check Main Street. I wonder why the spirits are getting stronger. Or maybe their grip on my mind is getting stronger. Either way, a lot of books on them are outdated. Even Fortame is struggling to catch up.
Visions and paintings. A vision from...
We already know that. I thought you wanted to... Okay. Let's save.
Hey.
Okay, well, let's go back out. He hasn't said whether he needs anything, so I guess we're just gonna leave. And we'll probably end... Yes, continue story. We head back to Main Street in search of Samira. Blade of Exodus is strapped to my back, and it's heavy. Glances from the townspeople show that they're aware of this artifact. However, being who I am, they raise no concerns to my face.
So, Valessa, do you see him anywhere? I don't know what he looks like, so this is on you.
Yeah, sorry, I'll point him out. I'm just not used to the villagers staring like this.
I think the blade was covered.
Blade really makes us stand out, doesn't it?
Or maybe they're just admiring our good looks. Come on, Valessa, don't be so uptight.
Pretty
Nobody
attack.
knows what this blade can do.
We're some
Let 'em
attractive
stare.
people. They all gotta be looking at us. She gives Fortame no response as she scans the area. It's true, they could stare, but they didn't know. To them, it was just a cool sword, something new. Valenorth could be pretty stagnant and short of excitement.
Wait, I see him.
She points to a man standing near my house. He has his back against it and taps his foot on the ground. I guess he knew where I lived. Mylus must have told him.
Hey, Samira, how's your watch going?
His ears perk up and he starts to approach us. A huge smile on his face as he quickly closes the distance.
Hey, Valessa. Long time no see. Can't complain. Things are pretty much the same. This is the most
Whoa! The blue deer. This is the most excitement I've had in years. He looks me up and down before staring at the blade. Something told me he wouldn't stay quiet like the villagers.
Whoa. That thing looks pretty cool. I've heard a few
Because
stories,
Valenor
but
is so peaceful
didn't
and
get to
army.
see it.
Yeah.
You'll have to
yeah.
tell me more
No
as
need
we
to
head
have
to
weapons.
Peregrino.
Wait, hold on. I have a few questions to ask.
They should totally hook up.
Oh, sure. Let's walk and talk. If I'm not mistaken, we're on a schedule.
Yes, we are. We should probably get going. He points toward the gate leading out of Valenorth. Fortame speaks his mind as we start walking over.
So, you know what's coming, right? I just need to make sure we're on the same page.
What page are we on?
Yeah, unfortunately, I do. But Mylus has a plan to keep everyone safe, and at the very least, we have a few days to prepare.
I'm confused, though. He knew about this attack, and from what he said, he's known for a while. Why give up Valenorth? Why not fortify and prepare?
Because you will all die.
Actually, I heard something about that. Damek, the leader of the rebels, had a vision. Apparently, that blade is more than just a weapon.
What? No way. I did not. I totally did not just know that.
Wait, other people can use it then?
No one else has tried, to be honest. But in his vision, he saw the triumvirate fall. The cost was clear. Valenorth fell as well.
Oh, that's right. So they were willing to let it fall.
Who
It
says
meant
they both
won.
need to happen? We could take them down without abandoning Valenorth.
No,
Isn't
I
it a
vote
little
abandoning would be
short-sighted to
better.
do
It'll save
something like
people's
that?
lives.
We don't really know for sure, Valessa, but it sure makes
It's
sense
just-
to
isn't
replicate
it
what he
short-sighted
saw.
to
That way,
ignore?
the rebellion's victory is guaranteed.
Valenorth can always be built back up. Would you rather people die? Cost of lives or cost of a home? Lives can't be replaced. Homes can.
Besides, Mylus will evacuate everyone that's willing. Valenorth can be resettled in the future. I know it. I just worry about those who don't buy into the story.
What do you mean?
Well, some people will be stubborn. We can't force them to leave. We just encourage it. Those that stay behind, well, there's nothing we can do.
That's true. And it lines up with the vision. The seer mentioned that lots of villagers perished. Isn't there something we can do to help them cooperate?
We should focus on ourselves, Valessa. There's no point wasting time on something we can't change. Let's get away from these prying ears. I have some more news.
He smiles as we approach the exit of Valenorth. News? In our current situation, that doesn't sound promising. But with curiosity piqued, we follow Zmira with haste. We're about to visit the Valenorth region map. The story flow of the areas is the same as before. However, you now have access to optional side areas. These are indicated by a question mark near the map icon. Let's see, question mark. Solberg. I can't go there. You can't visit the area yet. Okay, cool. You can visit the area, you haven't been so. Okay, cool. Cave Game Stream. Okay, cool. Okay. So we're Valenorth, there's Eastcrown. That's story related, this is not. But I think at this point we're going to save and call it a night. This has been fun. Thank you all for watching. I've been your Dapper Panther, and this has been Winds of Change. Now, hopefully next time I will have a new thumbnail, and I'll try and make a new thumbnail for this video as well. But I lost a lot of my thumbnails when I had to reinstall. This music's really loud. I had to reinstall my OS, so I lost all my thumbnails and pictures and stuff. So this is gonna be a little bit harder, but hopefully we'll have the thumbnails back up as usual. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Boop.